What's happening, family? Dr. Joe. Hope each of you are well and blessed. Listen, you see what this video is about. What are the best health foods to eat? First of all, the whole concept of health foods is a scam. If you think, and if I can make you believe that health foods exist, you're going to do two things. One, you're going to put in that category of foods that you think are healthy. So you're going to glorify some foods. And then you're going to exclude certain foods that you think are not healthy. So you're going to demonize them. And what we have to understand is health foods are gimmicks used to make you think something is good for you, when in actuality, it's not. Because if something is good for me, it has to be contextualized. So what makes something good for me? Number one, it has to be God made. Nothing processed is good for you. It has to have walked on land, swam, flown in the air, been grown in the earth, or exposed to sunlight through the process of photosynthesis. God made, not the crap that we see in our supermarkets on the aisles where it's laden in sugar and in refined grains and in GMO carbohydrates that are doing nothing more than spiking our insulin and creating the diabetic epidemic that is fueling the entire Western medical system. So it has to be God made, number one. Two, it has to be something that is invigorating my body. I have to respond positively to it. Let me tell you something. All right. Newsflash. Everybody shouldn't be a vegan. Everybody shouldn't eat meat because we have different genetic dispositions. If any person is telling you you have to eat this way or you have to eat that way, no, you need to eat in the way that is invigorating to and for you. Just like when ladies use makeup, or if you've got to use the right type of shaving cream, the right type of deodorant, you have to use the things that are not causing you to have breakouts or to itch. It's the same way with foods. You can't consume things that are not disagreeing or that are disagreeing with you, not agreeing with your system. And if you're consuming things that you have a subtle allergy to or food sensitivity to, it is not optimized for you. It's creating issues, okay? Bottom line. Number three, it has to be in the proper amount. Now, if I think that health foods exist, then in my mind, I'm going to think that I can eat as much of something as I want, and it'll never be problematic. And that is a lie. A food is never healthy when I don't need it. A food is never healthy when I have already eaten a complete meal. Okay. So when you're consuming food, it needs to be something that is I'm not only eating the right type of food, but it's in the proper quantity. All right, a lot of people have digestive issues. You know, they got gas, they've got bloating, they're constipated because we're always eating. There are no gaps in between the last meal that I had and the meal that I'm eating now, because our consciousness revolves around this culture of snacking. We're always putting something in our mouths. We're always chewing gum. And when you're chewing gum, you're salivating. When you're salivating, that starts the process of digestion. We don't need to snack. We need to eat solid, balanced, adequate meals. And then the body needs a break in order to digest it before the next meal is consumed. So you can't be eating healthy if you're eating all of the time. Lastly, you got to get out of food what it was made and intended, and that's energy. 1 calorie is an individual unit of energy. So if I'm consuming a food that's making me sleepy, that's making me sluggish, that's making me bloated, that's making me not able to engage at work or at school, or I'm consuming something that is not ideal. And for most people in this particular situation, it's not that they're just eating the wrong type of food, but they're eating it in the wrong balance. Too much of any one macronutrient is going to excessively impact the body. Too many carbs is going to make you be bouncing off of the walls like children. Get all of this energy and then you crash. You have behavioral issues. You can't concentrate. Too much protein is going to block up the digestive system. You can't defecate. You can't have a bowel movement. So all of the protein drinks and shakes, excessive amounts of protein, are things that the body does not need. All right. Too much fat is going to clog the arteries. It's going to create issues, especially when it's the wrong type of fat. So people have to be educated on not only what to eat, but how to balance those foods to where you're optimizing energy, to where you're minimizing disease and toxicity, and you're able to increase the body's ability to not only assimilate the food, but to defecate it once digestion occurs. If those things are not happening, then you got a big problem. Till next time, be well and be blessed. We'll see you on the next one. Salute.